Hey guys, Tonic here. Another Tuesday, another Atomic Shop review. This week in the Atomic Shop, we have a brand new bundle. It's called the Under the Stars bundle. It's being sold for 2,000 atoms, and I just picked it up, so let's go check it out. Alright, so getting right into it, this bundle does come with a few new items. We have this brand new cardboard cutout, and I actually really like the cardboard cutouts. I always thought they were kind of cool. We also do have a brand new shelter. We will check that out in a second. And we have the sharpening stone and a brand new camp pet. Now, if you're wondering why there's a Vault Boy on the left of the screen kind of giving a thumbs up, it's because of the sharpening stone, so we are going to cover that first. So this is a interesting item. This will give you a 5% chance to find a blood pack on enemies killed with a melee weapon, and this buff does last for 30 minutes. And when I first activated it, the Vault Boy popped up, gave the thumbs up, and it played that text. And he hasn't gone away since. I've tried fast traveling, I've tried using it again, I've tried using other items that give you buffs to override it. I even tried rejoining a server, and still, he's just there in the corner. So, it is a bug, and hopefully they patch that soon, because this guy is not going away. I'm assuming he's going to be here for the whole 30 minutes. So, he's just going to be with us for the rest of the video. But overall, the sharpening stone, kind of cool, a pretty cool buff, but I'm really not sure how much I'll use that. Up next, though, we do have a pet. This is the good boy, and this is the kennel that it comes with. Pretty cool, it's like a little tent. Now let's see if we can get him out. So he's currently busy. There we go. So it looks like we have all the normal interactions. We have sit. He also does come with a new dog collar. This is called the star collar. So go ahead and throw that on. Just has some stars on there. And we'll go ahead and try the speak. Just the normal dog one. I always like the camp pets. And then here is the shelter. So this is the shelter entrance. It's a bus. It says Camp Moonlight on the side. We actually can go in the bus, which is kind of cool. We have a skeleton for the bus driver. And let's go ahead and check out the shelter. All right, so we have loaded in. And wow, this actually looks to be pretty big. It is dark in here. You have that weird kind of shelter lighting. I am noticing some like fireflies kind of floating around in the air around me, which is kind of cool. They're very small though. But here is that bus, and funny enough, we can't go on it anymore. There's an invisible wall here. But here's the control panel, and we'll go ahead and have a quick run around. So I'm assuming there's an invisible wall right there. It's probably just kind of like a big circle. Maybe a little hill over here. Again, an invisible wall. Small hill. And is there a stream here? I think there's a stream over there. Looks like in the distance there's a watchtower. So, yeah, it's kind of like a big wilderness area. It's very hilly though. So there's not many flat spots. You have a really big hill here in the back. Maybe a waterfall over here. No water, just some rocks. But there is water down here. I wonder if there's like supposed to be a small waterfall there or something. But we have a little stream here. Can't drink out of it. And another hill over here. And that is pretty much it for the shelter. And here's just a quick bird's eye view of the shelter. This is the highest the free cam mode can go. We do have that stream running through. You have a small area on the right that you can build, and this large hilly area on the left. And it's pretty much just one big circle. Now personally, I'm not a huge fan of the shelter, and normally I do like a lot of the outdoor shelters. This one just feels a little bit too hilly. I wish there were a few more flat spots. I also really wish that we had a small waterfall right there. I think that would have been a nice touch. And it is kind of dark in here. Now I get that it's supposed to be like a moonlight camp. You're supposed to see all the stars and the moon and everything, but it is kind of dark. Now, with all that being said, I'm sure it is pretty cozy in here. You can put some tents up with campfires and stuff. Could be a pretty cozy shelter, but I'm not sure how much I'll be using this one. But that just about covers everything inside the new bundle. So taking a look at the rest of the Atomic Shop here, on the front page, we have the Under the Stars bundle, all the stuff that we just covered. We also just have the shelter itself for 1,500 atoms. We have the Summer Barbecue bundle, a few different older items. Over on this page here, we have the On the Air bundle, and actually, it does look like a new prefab, so we might hop back in and check that out as well. Then we have the Nuka Shine bundle here, the Secret Shine, Leatherhead Field Station bundle, pretty nice bundle, a few different items down here. Over on the sales page, we have actually a few different Fallout First sales here. We have the Enclave Apocalypse bundle. One's alright. Then we do have the Orbital Strike bundle. Enclave Bunker Lab bundle. That one's pretty cool. The Season 17 Scouts Camp bundle. Shelter's Mainframe bundle, a very old bundle. We have the Mob Boss bundle, a very, very old bundle. I haven't seen that one in a while. The Iron Mountain Anvil bundle. Communist Spy bundle. Roadside Attractions bundle. And the Brouhaha Nukashine bundle. Going over to the greatest hits page, we have the Green Thumb bundle. There's a few different older bundles this week. We have the Lumberjack Outdoor bundle. Reclaimed Backyard bundle. Do like that one. The Skull Lord Paint. The Spoiled Apple Tree. That Grass Deathclaw. A few other items. Over on this page here, we have the stuff from 2 weeks ago. And over on the special page, we have that new Fallout First plushie, the free Grass Cat, so the improved bait. We have the Red Rocket Mega Furniture bundle, a new Fallout First taxidermy, and the City Structure bundle. And after this, I will switch back to my main account. You can take a look at those and even that new on-air bundle in game. Alright, so here we are back on the main account to take a look at that other new bundle. And as you can see, that Vault Boy is still there giving the thumbs up, and that's with a full restart of the game. So yeah, I think it's just going to be here until that buff runs out. But here is that radio station, the WAPR Appalachian Radio Broadcast Station. Looks like we can build 3 of them. It will cost 5 concrete, 5 steel, and 3 wood to place. It looks like we can hook power up to it, so we'll try placing it right there, the edge of the camp. And actually, looks like you can kind of sink it down and raise it up a bit. That was way too far down. And then the power connection is actually right there on the side, which is perfect. It does seem like a pretty big prefab. So a quick run around the outside. So in the back here, looks like we have a small door that doesn't open. Large radio tower right there. It says on the air. And it did actually come with a door. So we can throw that on. Slides right open. We have some windows here. Small bathroom. Then in here, looks like we have this big table. Pretty open area. Then a little sound booth right here. So kind of a cool prefab. It's actually not too big on the inside. Looks a lot bigger than it really is. Still a pretty cool prefab. And on top of that, you do also get this letter set. And you have all of the numbers, some symbols, and the entire alphabet. It's not huge. As you can see, they're kind of small, but they do look kind of cool. And for the last new item in this bundle, you do also get this outfit. This is the Disc Jockey outfit, and this is just Three Dog's outfit from Fallout 3, which is honestly pretty cool. I really like Three Dog. And here's a quick look at the back of the outfit. And lastly, we do have those new Fallout First items. So we have that Fallout First plushie of the month. Looks just like the other ones that we've been getting, just a different color. Then we also do have that taxidermy Mega Sloth. And this thing does look pretty cool. It looks like we can use it. And it will play the Mega Sloth sound. And then as far as the weekly offers go, today we have the Robot Beerstein's display case for $250. On the 3rd, tomorrow, we have the Secret Service bobblehead display for $250. On the 4th, the Fajnot mask display for $250. It looks like a lot of displays this week. On the 5th, we have the Fungal Fishing Rod display case for $250. On the 6th, we have the Heavy Metal Heavy Weapon stand for $250. On the 7th, the Ice Glow Refrigerated display for $250. Then lastly, on the 8th, we have the Fish Tank display case for 350 atoms. So overall, I feel like it was actually a pretty good week in the Atomic Shop. The new bundle's alright. I kind of like some of the items in the new bundle, and I'm just not a huge fan of that shelter. But as far as the rest of the shop goes, there's actually a lot of really good bundles returning, and a lot of good items. So overall, I feel like it was a pretty good week in the Atomic Shop. But that is pretty much going to be it for this video, so I would like to say thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great day.